Okay, so we're back with another one of Rick's Moment. This is an audio book that I thought that would be good, and I wanted to share on Rick's Moment. And this audio book is all about the mind is everything. So your mind is everything. So I also have two guests here once again.
Yep.
Rashad and Tyrese.
Yep. Florida mentality.
Okay, he's shooting it out. All right. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the mind today. We're gonna talk about the mind and understand how powerful the mind works, how everything works. So we're gonna jump right into it. Okay. So
Sitting yourself a little bit.
So if you got any questions along the way, we're gonna stop as we go, and we're gonna just go over a few things and talk about the mind. So let's do it.
Their entire lives trying to change the outside. They change jobs, they change cities, they change relationships, they change routines, goals, appearances, even identities. And yet, deep down, something stays the same. The same doubts return, the same fears resurface, the same patterns repeat. Not because life is against them, but because the mind they carry into every situation never truly changed. The mind is everything, not as a motivational slogan, not as a positive quote to post and forget, but as a quiet, uncomfortable truth about how life actually works. What you think consistently and repeatedly becomes the lens through which you see the world. That lens shapes every decision you make, every action you take, and every result you experience. You do not react to reality itself. You react to the meaning your mind assigns to it. Two people can face the same obstacle. One grows stronger, the other collapses. The difference is not intelligence, it is not luck, it is not talent, it is the way the mind interprets what is happening in the moment. Most people never question this. They assume their thoughts are facts. They assume the inner voice is telling the truth. They assume emotional reactions are unavoidable. But what if they are not? What if your thoughts are not who you are, but something you have been practicing for years without realizing it? Because that is what thinking really is. A habit. A mental routine repeated so often it feels natural. If you have ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, unmotivated, or disappointed in yourself, this is not proof that you are broke.
Yeah, the mouse backwards like this.
Okay. I just want to put a quick pause in it before we go too further along on that particular to what he was referring to, that your thoughts are not you. And we were kind of having a conversation about this last video that we did, and we were talking about these different thoughts about that this one particular person that you guys knew, and he was actually going through something, and he was like, you want to tell him some things, but he just not comprehending, because he had a lot going on that particular day, and he was like, if I say something to him, he probably wouldn't realize it, or it probably wouldn't maybe register to him. But basically, this is like what he's saying is like those thoughts that you have in the back of your mind, they are not your thoughts. Those are just thoughts that just coming in. You know, we always get thoughts that's coming through, and they're not really us. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're just thoughts that you're having, thoughts that you are actually observing throughout the day, every day, and whatnot. So they're not real thoughts. You are the ones who actually make it real, but those are not real thoughts. So I just want to just kind of stop it on that before we move along, and shine a light on that part.